Okay, just a few minutes, we'll start, everyone. Getting all my instruments warmed up here. Thank you all for joining. We are very close to starting, so pop your instruments. Questions in the chat. Okay, well, it is 2:59. Might as well get started. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dr. Selfridge live stream, where we talk about band questions that you have and talk about playing instruments. If you are new to the show, my name's Dr. Selfridge. I do this show every Sunday at this time. It's 3 p.m. where I am in the northeast of the United States, outside of Philadelphia. And I've got my instruments here with me today. I've got my clarinet, my saxophone. I have my tenor and my alto saxophone today. I have my flute. What else do I have? You guys should be able to hear me, I hope. If you can't hear me, I know you put it in the chat for me. So I have my trumpet too. Get my instruments all warmed up. So please let me know in the chat, everybody, I always like to know where you're watching from and particularly what instrument you play. Especially if you have a request, you want me to play a request on an instrument, let me know what instrument you want me to play it on. Or if there's a song you want to learn how to play and you want some help with it, let me know what instrument to play it on, okay? And also questions about playing instruments, how to play different notes. We have some great questions in the chat already. So I'm actually going to jump over here to start reading your questions. So let's go ahead over here. And let's go through some of our questions here. We want to say welcome to one of our favorite people here, Mike. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. There we go. So hi to Mike, and thank you for checking in. And I want to say congratulations, Mike, on your granddaughter, Holly. Congratulations. And, of course, we all remember your beloved granddaughter, Lily, and wishing you the best for Holly. Let's see. She was born on February 9th. Okay. So she's, where does that, let's see. She's not, where's my math? 7 months old. So congratulations. Okay. And Mike also said, Baby Shark, tried to play Baby Shark today for the first time. And the notes I played were B, C sharp, E. That is correct. Oh, you know what? Mike, I want to just correct one thing that you put there. If you're going to play Baby Shark, by the way, friends who might be new, Mike is a good friend of ours who plays alto sax. So, Mike, if you're playing this on alto sax, you are correct. You could play it on B, E, C sharp. Where's my, hold on. I want to get my keyboard working here on, oh, I turned down my laptop. That's why. Let's see here. I'm going to turn my laptop back up. Okay, so if you're playing Baby Shark, you'd play it like that. B, E, E, or B, C sharp, E. But then at the end there, Mike, you wrote D flat. It's actually D sharp. E, E, D sharp. D sharp is E, so thumb key, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, plus the pinky for D sharp. Do, do, do. You got to put both these down at the same time. So that would be Baby Shark on alto sax using those notes. So thank you for that question. We want to say hello to Nathaniel. And Shrek said, the band lessons remind me of SpongeBob episode when Squidward starts the band. Yeah, Squidward has become sort of, actually, where's my, I have a little Squidward figure. Oops. I unplugged my sound. Give me a sec. Okay. I have a little Squidward figurine somewhere around here. Okay. Let's go to some more comments. See? Mike says he still enjoys the, because that's what Shrek said. SpongeBob is not only for kids. Yeah, some of these cartoons are really clever, and I know adults like to watch them too. And that's what Mike said. Okay. Hello. And Mia is here. Mia Ann. And Gunnar is here. Hello, Gunnar. If you're new, make sure you say where you're watching from, and let me know what instrument you play, all that stuff. I like to hear that stuff. Okay, so we want to go to David Winfrey. Hi to David, and to Harina Ryanan. Okay, I think I hopefully did okay with that. Caleb Fields, can I join? What do you want to join, Caleb? You're already in the chat, and I'm glad you're with us. Reality Labs, play sax, question mark. Okay, let me know what you want me to, if you have a question about sax. By the way, thank you all for being here. If you want to, I did update some of the settings for these shows. If you want to comment, you have to subscribe, okay? So if you're not a subscriber, please click subscribe, and you can be a part of our question and answer format here. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. Okay, Wilchins Cadet says hi. Hello to Wilchins. If you guys are wondering where Dennis is, I had a technical issue with one of my laptops today, so I could not have Dennis on with us live, but Dennis is in the chat room helping out, okay? Ninja Syndicate, should my reed get thicker the longer I play? Okay, this is a question that comes up a lot with students, and it's a great question. So if you're a beginner, Ninja, I'm going to assume maybe you play clarinet. If you are a beginner, we all know saxophones and clarinets use reeds, so do oboes and bassoons. So most beginners, I would say, should begin on a 2, or actually really a 2.5. And that is the density or the resistance that you get from the cane. I learned this recently. It's not actually the thickness. That's an easy way of explaining it, but that's not actually the thickness. It is the density, how resistant the cane is when you try to blow your air. So 2.5, and I would say after playing for a year or so, you'd want to get up to a 3. It depends on how much you're practicing and how much you're developing your muscles. All right, let's get to Theodore Meyer is watching from Cape Town. Hello to Theodore. Thank you for watching. Our friend Teresa, who's one of our moderators, Terry, is in the chat and is helping us out. We'll be welcoming some of our new viewers at the end of the stream today. We go about 60 minutes. We go an hour for today's for our Sunday streams. Okay. Hello to Vladimir, and this is Honey Dreams, one of my subscribers. So thank you, Honey Dreams, for being here. And Haranaryanan. is watching from India, so welcome. Thanks, Wilchins. Hello, Chris, our good friend Chris, who is here almost every week. And Dennis is checking in, and Joe is checking in. And hello to Vladimir from New Zealand. That's awesome. Okay. Reality Labs is responding to the reed question. It can get thicker from absorbing a lot of spit. I don't know if that is exactly accurate. I would say the reed pretty much stays the same density as you play it. Although as you play reeds, sometimes a reed that starts off kind of hard to play on can be really dense. It can get soft. It can get easier to play over time as the fibers break down. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, our first playing request. This is Mia Ann, who says, "Can we play?" Let me get my trumpet off the ground here. I know you said clarinet. My trumpet has kind of fallen. All right, so Mia Ann has requested "Shallow" by Lady Gaga on clarinet. So let's go over here. I think we got this request last week. And as you guys know, when I get playing requests, if I don't know the song, I mean, I actually sort of know this song. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google, and what I type in, and if you're ever trying to look up sheet music for a song, this is what I recommend, everybody, okay? You go to, what am I looking at? A Shallow, sheet music, and you might even get lucky if you put in, your specific instrument. Oops. Clarinet. Now I'm just going to set up so I can set up my little box on the side here. So I'm going to go, here we go. Okay. So let me show you what I am looking at. Here we go. And hey. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. I'm going to come back here. Sorry, guys. Come back here for a sec. I want camera 3. My bad. Okay. We're back. Hey. There we go. Come on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me. I go to camera 3. I need a producer. I need a producer. There we go. So, Shallow, sheet music, B flat. We found it on MuseScore. Remember we talked about MuseScore? I don't know why my screen is flickering. I apologize for that, you guys. All right, so here it is. It's even got piano with it. Oh, this is great. All right, let me press play on this. Let's listen to it. It has a piano part. Sorry for the flashing screen there. All right, here we go. C sharp. Three, four, one. Three, four, one. Okay, this is a nice song. I'm going to play a little bit more of it. Piano break. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up to the main part here. Very, very nice. And this little flashing on my laptop is kind of annoying me. Sorry about that. Okay, so there you go. Let's go back to some more questions and comments. Okay. Thank you, Mia Ann, for that request. Christine Tom says, glad to be back and working on clarinet trios. Cool. Christine, anything in particular you could share with us that you're working on? Coco is watching from Germany, 9 p.m. And David Winfrey plays the clarinet. Reality Labs, yes, every Sunday. Every Sunday. Almost every Sunday. Mickey. Okay. Mickey, I'm going to try to remember that. Okay? Boop, 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 boop. Yes. Shrek. I'm not sure why it got deleted. I will try to play that request for you. Shrek, can you remind me what instrument you play? And I will try to play this song for you on that instrument, okay? Okay, Wilchin's Cadet plays the baritone now. Welcome, that's great. Okay. Tips, this is for Coco. Tips on how to improve on C2 on clarinet. So tips, are you saying C2? Do you meaning, oh, so our low C on clarinet would be in the staff or below the staff? So I think probably, Coco, what you're asking is the C in the third space. That's when we do something called going over the break. Some people, a lot of people call it that. And that's when you play, it's in the third space, and you play thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there's two ways of doing it. The most common is to do the right pinky down on this key right here. And of course, we play this key back here called the register key. So it sounds like this. I'm going to move this so you can see a little better. So I would say the biggest issue that students learning how to play this note struggle with is because we're pressing down all these keys, we're pressing down all these holes. If any air is leaking out anywhere, it's going to give you problems because different notes are created when we seal up the holes on the clarinet, and it changes the pitch. It's because we're changing the length of the instrument. So I would say you're having trouble getting a good tone. Make sure you've got a good embouchure. You've got a smooth bottom lip. You have a smooth, flat chin. And we rest the reed on the bottom lip, teeth. And our fingers are really covering all the holes. Try the low version. Take your thumb off. Take your thumb off of the register key, but keep it on the hole. And then pop the register key with the tip of your thumb. So that's something you can work on to help with that. Caleb, if you play tequila on the clarinet after the first four verses, when it goes D, E, G, B flat. Oh, I know the part. Okay, so it's the first part. You repeat. And then actually you either repeat it or you go to the next part, which is the part Caleb is asking about. It would be B flat here. Because it goes da 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 da. If you went low, it would sound kind of funny. Actually, it sounds kind of cool, actually. But the way it's done in the song is do 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 up. Everybody. Okay, let's go on. Good question. Wilchins, I do not have my baritone today. If you want me to bring it, I can try to remember to grab it from school and bring it home, okay? Reality Labs, I appreciate you for this class. You don't have to, but you choose to help musicians. May the Lord bless you. Thank you, Reality Labs. That's really nice. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Guys, if you think of it, if you could go ahead and put a like on the video and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Just putting those likes on it kind of helps get the video out there more. So, and if you have friends or people you know that are learning how to play an instrument, let them know about my channel and let them know about this show. Okay. And Harunarayanan plays flute. from India. Flute is a very big instrument in, I know, traditional Indian music. Reality Labs plays saxophone. Wilchins has an instrument. That's great. Okay, here's a good request. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And Wilchins plays baritone. You know what? I'm going to play it on trumpet because you know that trumpet is the same fingerings as baritone, except we have to think a little transposing. Now I'm trying to figure out why my I think I know why my laptop is being weird. I'm just going to fix one thing here, you guys. Okay. I'm just going to fix one thing to fix the weirdness. My laptop was like flashing. I think this will fix it. I hope. All right. So, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I'm going to look it up on trumpet. Let's see if we can find it. Let me see if we can find it on MuseScore. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Here it is for violin. Let's see if we get my weird flashing screen. I hope not. I think I might have fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay. Okay, so this is for violin. I would have to transpose it, and it's kind of it's kind of high. Let's see. I'm gonna see. Can you love tonight? Trumpet. I just want to see if maybe we get lucky here. Here it is. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to play this. It's not going to have any accompaniment, okay? Because this is just the trumpet part. So we start on G, and we have two flats, B flat and E flat. All right, here we go. Hopefully this isn't too loud on the microphone. Just adjust this a little bit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to watch. See these flats here, B flat and E flat? You might, if you don't really think ahead, you might miss that that's an E flat right there. Ba, da, 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 da. Okay, next line. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. There you go. That gets up a little bit high. That gets up a little bit high on the trumpet, that high F there. So you really got to, whether you're on trumpet or baritone or any brass instrument, you really have to get those lips nice and firm. Okay, let's go to some more questions. Okay. Mike. Mike is in his living room in Scotland. Can I teach the Imperial March? Yes. Let me come back to that, Mike, because I want to answer a few questions. I'm going to answer a few more questions. Radola says, I know you from school. Oh, okay. Let me know who you are. If you don't want to put in the chat what your name is, you can just tell me in school who you are. Okay. Oh, Mike, date of birth. Oh, okay. Got it. I know. Americans, we go month, day, year. So September 2nd. So happy brand new grandchild. Happy birthday. So that's awesome. All right. Hey, Bartholomew Ginger Snaps is here, my good friend. Mozart 40th Symphony on flute. Okay, I'm getting a lot of requests here, which is great. I want to get to some more questions. So I have to go back. Guys, remind me, we're going to do Imperial March and Symphony number 40. Okay, here's a question. Wait, Wilchin says, we have a handsome Squidward picture in Palm Springs. Wait, you have a Squidward picture in your gym? That's interesting. Okay, here's a question from Reality Labs. When I transition from low notes to high notes, I peak my note. And I think maybe that you're referring to like a squeak or. I would say most of the time when you're going from up notes on a saxophone, if you squeak, a lot of times it's because the embouchure, like the way your mouth is positioned. So if you're, okay, the saxophone embouchure, hopefully this will help you. The saxophone embouchure should be more like an O. So if you make an O shape with your lips, O, that is a better way to make a sound, because what that does is when you make an O with your lips, you are controlling the reed more from the sides and you're letting the bottom of the reed vibrate. Your lip is touching, but it's not smushing. If you play with like a flat M, flat lips, M, you kind of squish the reed with your bottom lip up against the mouthpiece, and it doesn't allow the reed to vibrate the way it should. So here is a G scale, the right embouchure, the O-shaped embouchure, the right way. Now I'm going to flatten out my lips the wrong way, like M, and I'm going to kind of smush the reed. This is the bad way to do it. You hear it feels like it's struggling to make a sound, and sometimes that also causes a squeak. So O-shaped embouchure. I'm controlling the reed from the sides, not trying to force it from the bottom. So hopefully that helps with that part of your question. Let's do a few more questions. I want to say hello to Caleb Fields from Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, plays the clarinet. Okay, welcome. Tom Easton is in Belfast. That's great. So Mike is started on a 2 reed and is still on a 2. Yeah, Mike, you might find if you go to a 2.5, you might find that it helps you a little bit. It might be a little bit of an adjustment at first, like it feels like it's harder to blow into, but then you get used to it and it helps you get a better sound. So I would recommend actually that you try going up to a 2.5. Okay. So Wilchin says my music teacher, Mr. Friedman, is a genius, but he taught us everything in our music class in middle school. All right. Well, shout out to Mr. Friedman. I'm sure if you haven't told Mr. Friedman, tell him that you really appreciate what he's done for you. Okay. Oh, this is hi to Umiza. And Tanner is back here with a request that you had last week and I didn't get to. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do Imperial March and Symphony 40. Okay? El Taco Rocco alto sax. Let's just see if I, again, sometimes, trying to find the actual sheet music for it is hard for these published songs. Let's see. I'm searching for it. Let me go to images, Google Images. Sometimes that does it. So let me show you what I'm looking at, everybody. I Googled El Taco Rocco, but not having too much luck. All right, well, here it is. There's the score. That's not going to help me. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I can't find the sheet music. So if you can email me, a picture of the sheet music, I could play it for you. All right, let's go back. We're going to do Imperial March. No, that's not it. That's Mars. Okay. Here we go. drselfridgemusic.com. And let's go to Livestream Band. And let's go to, you guys see where I am? drselfridgemusic.com/livestreamband. Star Wars tunes. So actually, if you go to drselfridgemusic.com/star-wars-tunes, I'm going to pop this in the chat, okay? Let's come back here. I'm popping this in the chat, everybody. Okay. I'm going to play this on sax for Mike, alto sax, and just click on your instrument, whatever music you want to play, right? You click on your instrument. Okay, there's the main theme. Here's the Imperial March. You guys want to play along? Just have to click on your instrument. I'll count you in and we'll try it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets really tricky in here, right? Especially here, you got this. It's very chromatic, we call it. When chromatic is when you go every flat and every sharp in order, pretty much. A flat, G, F sharp, F. That's chromatic. Even more flats here. Okay, so that's a fun one. Imperial March. You can get it on my website. And I think Symphony 40 might be on here too. Let's see, classical melodies. So let me clear out my chat here. I think, is that 40? That's not in here. Let me come back here. So we had the request of Mozart Symphony 40. I'm going to look it up. Am I singing the right one? Symphony 40. Let's listen. Everybody ready to listen to this? I think I have the right one. Okay, so if I zoom in on this, it's kind of hard to read, right? This is the violin part. It's fuzzy, but I can see it. E flat to D. I'll scroll down. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Okay, so I'm going to play this part again. It starts on E flat to D. Up to B flat. Okay, so. Pretty cool. I should add this one to my my collection of classical tunes. So thank you for that request. Let's go back to some more comments and questions. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of comments, a lot of questions. TGM. I don't have a bass clarinet with me at home. I have one at school. Do you play bass clarinet? We have a couple of them at school, and definitely love having bass clarinets in the band. Let's see. Is this like heaven? I don't know. Okay. I guess I hope that means that you like the live stream. Okay. Okay, Mike said I was playing a D sharp in Baby Shark, but I was struggling to go from E to D sharp. Yeah, the hard part there is you have to put down your third finger and your pinky at the same time. Okay? All right. Oh, piano. All right, so let me see if I can find this song that you wanted me to do, Shrek, okay? Let me try to find it. What was the name of was it something with a heart? I don't know. If you could put the name of it again in the chat, Shrek, I will look it up. Okay. Hakuna Matata. All right. I'll try to do more requests in a minute. Cameron, what is your opinion on plastic reeds? Plastic reeds have it's a trade-off. So if you get a good plastic reed, the benefits are they are consistent. So they'll play the same way every time. They are, and it's not like with the humidity or the moisture will make them play badly. So you know it'll play when you pick it up. And they're durable. They won't chip as easily as a traditional reed. But the downside is a lot of people think, and I think, that you can't quite get the same depth of sound from a plastic reed as you can from a traditional reed. So it's a trade-off of what's important for you. Okay. Wilchins, my music teacher said I have to tighten up my cheeks when I play French horn. Yes. So when a music teacher says tight cheeks, what they're saying is your cheeks have to stay strong so the air that you're blowing through your mouth doesn't blow your cheeks out. So what we always want to see is when a student is learning, what we don't want to see is this. Right? You might see some, there's a famous jazz trumpet player named Dizzy Gillespie who was famous for his cheeks would bulge out. But even though his cheeks were bulging, he was very firm here. But it's just for a basic playing of the trumpet, we don't want to do that. I say to my students, any brass instrument, I say, pretend like your cheeks are glued down to your teeth. So when you blow, none of the air pushes your cheeks out. It all goes through the center. So this is good. Here we go. This is not good. Right? So glue your cheeks to your teeth. That's when they say tight cheeks, firm cheeks. That goes for every brass instrument, except if you're playing tuba and like bass trombone, you'll see them. It's a very sort of looser embouchure, and so you will see tuba players, their cheeks puffing out. Okay, let's keep on moving. Great comments, great questions. Mike, how can I learn to play comfortably and decent but quieter? I would say, Mike, try the reed thing that I suggested, going to 2.5s, and also long tones. Long tones. I think we've talked about this before. Long tones, it's like doing muscular exercises to get your arms stronger. You're just holding a note. Take a medium note like a B. Deep breath. Just working on holding the note steady and getting control over it. And then we try increase the air to play louder, decrease how hard you're blowing to get softer. Watch. And the hard part as you're blowing softer air is to keep the reed vibrating, because sometimes the reed wants to stop. Good embouchure. And you try controlling how much air, more, less, to get louder and softer. Okay, go tell Aunt Rhody on sax. Here we go. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Okay, Shrek, I see your comment there. I knew it had something to do with a heart. Let's see. I'm going to play Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Okay, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. B, B, A, G, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's different endings to it. You see it written as a... There's different ways people end that song. But that's Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And that was for Mia Ann. Okay. Let's do some more. Okay, let's get to Shrek's request. Okay, Shrek. I'm going to play this. So, Shrek, I've got my piano here, but it's not plugged in right now. I'm going to play it on flute, which is the same as piano. I'm going to try to figure out the beginning of this. Here we go. So this is the song that Shrek requested. And I don't know what this channel is that you're watching, but looks interesting. All right. Okay, I'm going to teach you that little bit of the violin part. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So this is in minor. I have to find what key we're in. Da 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 da. Okay, so it's C, E flat, D, E flat, C. We're in C minor. If you know your C minor scale. That's a natural minor. C, E flat, D, E flat, C. Ba da 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 da. Ah. Okay, ready? So here's the main little bit you can do on piano. C, E flat, D, E flat, C. Okay, and then C, D, E flat, B flat, G. So to try to get that fast, you really have to kind of practice it. So there's a little bit of it, and I wonder if you searched for it, if you would find sheet music. So there are a couple of results here, but it's a less maybe commonly known song, so maybe it might be harder to find. But there's a little bit of it for you, so hopefully you can play it on the piano. C, E flat, D, E flat, C. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Theodore says, I play tenor sax. You inspired me to play after I watched one of your videos 3 years ago. Awesome. Theodore, I have my tenor sax here. So congratulations on playing tenor sax, and let me know what you're working on. Are you working on any particular songs for school? Here's a very, oh, no, Vladimir. This is Vladimir again, and I'm trying to remember what you asked me to call you. Is it Mickey? Sorry. Sometimes I have so many people commenting here, I can't always remember all the different names. What key signature is 3 naturals? Now, okay, so I wonder if you're asking 3 flats or 3 sharps, because 3 naturals is not really a thing. If your key signature is all naturals, then that's C major, meaning there's no sharps or flats. It's a blank key signature. So I'm wondering if you meant to ask 3 flats, which would be the little lowercase b. So if you see a key signature that's 3 flats, that is E flat major, or C minor, which is the song I just played. C minor or E flat major, 3 flats. 3 sharps is A major and F sharp minor. Christine is working on Brubaker book. That's a great book. Oh, cool. That's great. Yeah, the Brubaker books, folks, if you want to buy books for good clarinet music or any instrument, Brubaker is a great instrument, a great publisher. Are they a publisher? Anyway, they're great books. On G scale. So I did this. I did it in the Mozart original, which is a. That's B flat. So if I'm doing it in G major or E minor, so I just transposed it, right? It was in the original, it was in G minor or B flat major, starting on, let's say it's in G minor, 6, flat 6, 5, da 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 da. So I moved it to E minor / G major for our friend here. Now, I don't know if you mean G minor or it gets confusing because if you just say a G scale, that's not specific enough because there's different kinds of scales. But I'll play it in E minor, which is G major. There we go. Okay. Bloop. Blank Straw says hi. Hello. G Money, you're welcome. And if you have any questions, let me know, okay? Blank Straw says, I'm sad because in school, you're going to be online again. That's a shame. I mean, it depends. It really depends on how things are going in your particular part of the country or the world. I'm just curious, Blank Straw, can you tell me what part of, are you in the U.S. or what state are you in? I'm just curious. Here in Pennsylvania, we are in school, but we're wearing masks. Everyone's wearing masks indoors. And hopefully the numbers will stay low and eventually we can take the masks off, which would be great. Oh, Mike is back. What did you miss, Mike? I'm not sure. I did answer your question about, I don't know if you were here. I answered your question about, I don't remember now. The D sharp, I think. All right. Yeah, Tanner, sorry, I can't find that sheet music. Tom, what scales would I recommend for beginning clarinet? Oh, you know what? I missed. Someone asked me, Tom, I'm going to get your question. Someone asked me, I saw in the chat about my little figurine guys here. So I have lots of little, little, what do you call them? Tchotchkes or in my music room. This is Mozart. No, sorry. This is Einstein. So when I go to Europe with the high school students every summer, we didn't go last summer. We didn't go the last 2 summers, and we're not going again next summer, unfortunately. They have in Austria and Germany. Here's Mozart. Let me get Mozart. I want to make sure I don't break my earphones here. Here we go. They have these bouncy guys that I collect. So they're just kind of fun. So I collect them and put them around my house. I'll keep Mozart right there. One of my students asked me if this was George Washington. I said, actually, it's a good guess because they were alive at the same time. Okay. They had the same, it was that style of hair and the wigs and all that. Okay. Let's go to which scales would I recommend for beginning clarinet? I would recommend, well, we always start with the, beginning clarinet, the first scale I'd probably recommend is a G major scale because you don't have to cross the break. You can go to your low G. So G major scale would be starting on a low G. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Low G, A, B natural, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Here we go. Just try to get this so you can see. I'm going to turn off the chat so you can see my fingers. And then down. That's like half notes. And then we try something a little fancier, like maybe quarter notes. typically when you play scales in a concert band or an orchestra, we would not repeat the top note. You go up, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? And then we try them in this pattern. Quarter note on the G, eighth notes for everything else. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Or slur. G major is a good one. Now, if you get a C major, you have to cross the break, which is a little tricky. G major, C major, stay, I would add one flat, one sharp at a time. So one sharp G major, two sharps D major, staying around the top of the circle of fourths there. Okay, let's keep on rocking. Tanner, I just tried a 3. It's different than 2. Yeah, it would be tough to jump a whole number. I would jump a half a number, 2 to 2.5, because it's such a big difference. Your muscles will really struggle. All right. Luis Villasana's video diary says, I learned basic clarinet from your videos. Thanks. Looks like you're playing flute in your picture there, but I'm glad that my clarinet videos were helpful for you. Can I play tutu? Do you mean like Miles Davis? Like jazz? I wonder if that's the song that you mean. Wow, a lot of great questions here, guys. Okay. Shrek. Good. I eat cheese as well. Chris, I've not done a tutorial on my setup. My setup is different. I know I'm behind on your questions, guys. My setup is different on every instrument. It really is. So it would depend what instrument you're asking about. On my alto, I have an old vintage Meyer 5-star mouthpiece that actually came with the horn when I bought this from a guy named Bob Ackerman in New York City. He was a dealer with a lot of used instruments. I have a Rovner ligature, Rovner Versa, I think it is, and usually I play Diodario reeds. Diodario is the new name for Rico. Diodario took over Rico reeds. So Diodario Select, Jazz Select, they're really good. That's what I play on tenor as well. Tenor, I play a Joelee Jazz HR mouthpiece. Maybe I'll do a tutorial sometime. I don't know if people really... thank you for asking that, but I don't know if too many people care about my setup, but maybe they do. Yes, it was dancer number 1 who asked about my little figurines. Pink Panther. Oh, thank you. Okay, so our friend in India, it's getting late for you all, so I wouldn't blame you if you went to bed. Pink Panther theme on alto sax. I would be happy to do that. How are we doing on time? We are at... Oh, let me show you something. Since I'm doing Pink Panther, if you guys want to go to, again, if you go to my website, drselfridgemusic.com, and we go to live stream band. Let's go to live stream jazz. Come on, live stream jazz. Here we go. Big band favorites. I think it's in here. Let's see. In the mood, sing, sing, sing. No, you know what? It's in, I think it just has its own page. Pink Panther. Let's see. I think this is worth... Oh, Jazz at the Movies. That's what it is. Because the Pink Panther was a movie. Henry Mancini wrote the music. Here we go. Now, the original is in a tougher key signature. So what I did was I made it a little easier. I'm going to remove the comment so you guys can see what I'm playing, all right? Here we go. I put it in a slightly easier key. I put it in concert D minor, which is B minor for us, alto. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. right? And there's some repeats in there in the real actual version. So there we go. By request, we did Pink Panther. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's a first time I've had that request. I actually know this song. What key would it be in? What notes is it on? Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock. Starts on. So I'm using in my mind, I'm trying to figure out where that melody sits on our do re mi scale. I've talked to you guys about this before. Whenever I'm trying to figure out a song, I think of where's the resting tone, and when you hear the melody, ba da 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 da, that's do mi. So it starts on mi, mi mi re re do la. That's the melody. But the verse, I'd have to look it up. So there's a little taste of it for you. Okay? Emir Han. I'm an alto sax player. I've been playing for about a year with a number 1. Oh, yeah. I would say definitely go to a 2 and 2.5 as soon as you can. If you're, well, it really depends on your setup. Some people play with certain type of mouthpieces that the tip opening is really small, and a thinner, a lower number reed can actually work okay. But I would say definitely get on a 2 or a 2.5. All right, and Terry has been putting in the chat our new viewers. So guys, if we try to catch, we try to keep track of who's on here and welcome people who are new. So if you're new and we didn't catch you in these comments here, we apologize. Or if you're not new and we just somehow doubled up on naming you here, we just want to do it to make people feel welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're here every Sunday. And now that the school year is starting, we're going to have a few more videos coming up, a video every week. All right, Gabriel's oboe. That's a great request. Because we're low on time, though, I think I want to really focus for the next couple of minutes on answering as many questions as possible so we can really get as many questions answered. But thank you for these requests. And if I don't get to your request, please bring it again next week. Here's a great one from Blank Straw, which Dennis has retweeted or highlighted for us. Staying motivated when your music classes are online. That's a tough one. It's sometimes it's hard to stay motivated in any of your subjects when things are all online. I would say try to find songs that motivate you to want to learn. Like if you get really excited because you want to learn how to play Pink Panther, set that goal for yourself and work on playing Pink Panther, and then take videos of yourself and send them to your music teacher who's teaching you online, whoever your music teacher is. And then I bet your music teacher will be thrilled that you are taking the initiative and the enthusiasm to learn a song that you haven't even been assigned for homework. And then I bet your teacher will say, wow, that's great. They might even give you extra points for your class. So try to find songs that motivate you to play, and set yourself a goal. Like, what's a fun song that you would like to be able to play? And then set a goal for yourself and try to work on that. Okay? That's one way to do it. Okay. Here's another request, Into the Storm by Robert W. Smith. That's a fun song. Thank you, Jeremy, for that request. Since we're low on time, I'm going into answering question mode. Okay? So we're getting ready to wrap up here. I'm just going to make sure I am ready to wrap up. Okay, so we're going to answer some more of your questions here. Let's see here. The flute part from Poulenc's Sextet Allegro Vivace. Wow, that's pretty. That's a great request. Never had that request before. If I had the flute part in front of me, I could do it, probably, unless it's super hard. Maybe I can try to Google that next week, or if you want to try to send it to me. Speaking of that, everybody, at the end of the show, you're going to see... actually, let me just show you real quick. At the end of the show, we're going to go to this screen, and you're going to see how you can email me, or you can follow me on social media. So if you have questions or things you want to send me, you can reach me throughout the week. Okay, so you'll see that again at the end of the show. Real quick, tips for tuning my sound, intonation. I would say work with, there's an app called, there's a lot of free apps, tuning apps. One's called Bandmate Chromatic Tuner, which I really recommend. We'll talk about tuning a lot next week if you remind me. Just playing long notes and trying to match them with a tuner. Keep it straight in the middle. That's a great way to work on your tone and your intonation. Reed care and management. We talked a little bit about this. Get yourself 3 or 4 reeds and rotate them. Don't play the same reed over and over again until it's dead. Rotate a couple of reeds and keep them. Always keep them in the case. Always take your reed off of the mouthpiece and put it away in the case. Don't store it on the mouthpiece. One, you'll get you might get mold and things like that, and two, you can get the reed chipped if you do that. All right, we're gonna try to get through as many questions here as we can. I do not. I don't play oboe so well, and I don't know how to make reeds. So that's like a spot in my knowledge that's a little bit lacking. But there are some great oboe channels out there on YouTube. What flute am I using? This is it's a Powell Sonare PS601. That's the reed. That's the flute that I'm using, a Powell. There was a question about metal mouthpieces that I lost, but metal mouthpieces are fine if you are playing in the right genre. If you're playing in rock or like a metal or a cover band, like a rock band, a jazz, you can do metal mouthpieces. I don't recommend them for classical playing or even concert band playing. So let's see. Let's see how many more questions I have. Okay, I'm going to run out of time probably. What instrument can you play the lowest notes? Me personally, or in the world, I'd say if you're playing a tuba, you can play the lowest notes. Contra bass, contra bassoon. More requests, but please bring those next week. Blank Straws in Canada. More requests. Bring those requests next week, everybody. I'll try to do more. We talked about my not so great oboe skills. Mike was playing. Oh, I love those songs. 2 of my favorite songs. Okay, and some schools have gone, masks optional. So you're one of 4 students who is wearing a mask. Okay. More viewers, new viewers. There's that question from Christopher. So there you go. That was my thoughts, my brief thoughts on that. Tips on how to play high notes on flute. Make your aperture, the hole in your lip, smaller. So the air is like really like coming out very focused. And then aim your lips a little bit closer to the edge of the flute. Watch. I'm making my air hole smaller and pushing my lips out a little bit. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. For Richie S007. And... okay, Oscar, if you want to send me that, I will try to play it. Mariolf family, I can play flute, clarinet, alto sax. I won't even count all the saxes. I'll count the sax as one. Trumpet, trombone, I'm okay. Piano, guitar, drums, bass. Somewhere around between 10 and 12. Oh, Hit the Road Jack on alto sax. Please bring that request next week. Thank you, Tom, very much. Tenor sax, Selmer, Yamaha, Eastman, and what's the other one? Cannonball are doing very good instruments. I'm probably missing some brands. Wooden C flute in a jazz band. I guess you could, as long as it's in tune, and you have all your chromatics. You're going to need your. Does a wooden C flute, would that have? Is that like just a straight wooden flute, or would that have? It would need to have keys for your chromatic notes. Okay. Uncle Joe is checking in here. All of our friends watching from all over the world. Pretty good. Yeah, I think we got everybody in there. All the different countries recommended or represented. Sorry. Oscar Watts. Okay, perfect. So if you guys want to send me something when I close out today, I'm going to go to our ending screen, which is you can see how to follow me on social media and how to email me. It's going to be on the next screen. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week. Same time. We go for about an hour. A lot of great questions and requests on the chat today. So please, if I missed your question or I didn't get your request, I apologize. But please come back next week and bring your request. And of course, you can always send me a question via email or follow me on social media. So until next time, you'll see how to contact me on the next screen. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you to Terry and Joe and Dennis, who are helping out in the chat room. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.